because we're going to talk about how to detach from electronics for a while. Now, why would you want to do that? Well, everyone is so connected nowadays just by electronics. There's buzz everywhere. You see all these people who are on dates and they're just like not even looking at each other, you know? I hate when you're trying to talk to someone and they're on their phone all the time. I'm always on my phone texting, even while I'm walking around. I don't just stop and smell the roses. I'm always connected, always plugged in. And as someone whose job is to be an internet personality, like, it's really important for me to maintain my online presence and always be present online and always be connected, always know what's going on, always be talking to my friends, always be trying to collaborate things, checking my email, all these different things. Like, I don't care what you do on there, technology is taking over our lives, and it's crazy how dependent we are on it. I'm not just gonna be like one of those people that's gonna like tell you to fuck technology, because obviously I use it every day to talk to you guys, to make videos, but recently I was in the hospital and it really reminded me that I really needed to take time for myself and focus on just being happy alone without all the noise. I mean, it's crazy. I was waking up and the first thing I would do was grab my phone. If I didn't come home and watch TV, then I felt like my life was empty. That's so messed up, right? It's crazy how much we depend on shows to entertain us. There's so many other things to do, like read a book. I love reading. Go out, take a walk, go do stuff, whatever. My point is, relying on technology sucks, and sometimes, just sometimes, you have to know how to limit yourself. So as someone who has a YouTube channel, I'm going to talk to you about how I go about detaching from technology. Number one, now for a lot of people who have a strong online presence like me, or even if you don't do this for a living, you're gonna want to schedule your content. There are a lot of really cool apps out there. You take time to prepare for this, okay? This isn't just something you just stop, especially if it's a big part of your life. You're not just gonna like cut off all your friends and family. You know, be smart about this, I guess. There's like Hootsuite or different types of programs that allow you to schedule your content to go out. So whether that's Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, take time as much as you need to schedule all of it out to go out throughout the week. For example, I spent a whole week without really using my technology. At least I limited it, and I scheduled out all my YouTube videos and my Instagram posts. It's always good to have backup material anyway in case you're sick or something's going on and you can't get to your laptop. So it's always good to have things to schedule out. All those astrology videos you guys saw in a row, those were things I made all at the same time. I just put on a different shirt every hour that I filmed it. If you're big on social media, it's really important to be consistent, and you would know that. So like just stopping posting anything for a while can really hurt your online presence. And so that's one of the reasons you want to do that first, is prepare, you know. Number two, so you want to surround yourself with people who won't tempt you to be on your laptop or watching shows. Do stuff with them. Have face-to-face interactions. They'll keep you busy instead of you being on your phone all the time. Let everyone know. Say, hey guys, I'm doing a social media fast. You're gonna be like, what? You? Social media fast? I don't think you're capable of this. Just be like, nope, scheduled all my posts. I'm gonna go for a bike ride, bye. Now, here's the thing. Just because you said, I'm not gonna do this anymore, doesn't mean that temptation isn't everywhere. And one of my biggest problems is Googling, actually. Like, I Google so much. I'm always researching stuff. I'm so curious about every little thing. And so I have a really bad habit. Most people would say it's a good habit, but it's starting to become a really bad habit where I just kind of like look everything up. Instead of trying to figure it out for myself, instead of just enjoying the world around me, I spend so much time researching. So what I would do in that case is limit your Wi-Fi. Now, not everyone can just cut off their Wi-Fi, especially if they live with people or they pay for Wi-Fi, but like go to places that are more secluded, that don't have Wi-Fi. Force yourself to be without Wi-Fi, because when you're around Wi-Fi, you have access to everything, you know? Speaking of access, put your stuff away. Get a drawer, put your phone, your tablets, everything in there. You don't need to have it on all the time. It doesn't need to be right next to you. Just set some boundaries for yourself. Like, don't give yourself access, don't be tempted. Just do what you can to like accommodate yourself and your decisions in the moment, okay? One of the most popular reasons people don't actually do this is because they're like, well, what if somebody around me dies or something happens that's really important? Don't cut out people from your life. Obviously have some way that they can get in touch with you, but only if it's a really big emergency. Only give your number or email that they can contact you at to the people you care about the most. The only people who should have your information are the people who are closest to you. And then just tell them, like, if you have to contact me, you can contact my boyfriend, or you can email me and I'll check it once in a while. But have a way for them to get in touch with you. It just, not everyone has access to it, and you aren't as accessible. So they can only really talk to you if it's important. It's probably not that important, you know, if someone got a new puppy. Like, sure, it's important, but like, you can be their friend next week and pat the puppy on the head and be like, "Aw, you got such a cute new puppy." But if your mom dies, you probably want to know about that. So make sure someone can still tell you about it, and like, not hope for the worst case scenario, okay? Because you would regret it if you weren't there, you know? Because most of the time, when you look at what you're actually doing online, you're actually not doing things that are super important for the rest of your life, right? Usually it's like Netflix, games, maybe some social media here and there, but it's usually not a life or death situation, you know? Remember what it's like to hang out with all your friends and go do something fun with them. Go on Groupon, find a cool new activity to try, like meet new people, interact. We put ourselves in these little bubbles all the time, you know? Another thing is, it's really important to set a time limit. So make sure that no matter what you do, you are setting yourself some boundaries. Like, tell yourself, okay, I'm only gonna do this for 2 days. I'm only gonna do this for a week. Keep busy. I feel like doing this will show you how dependent you are on your phone, on watching shows. Like, I remember when I stopped watching my evening shows for a bit, I was like, whoa, what do I do now with this time? Like, wow. A big excuse I hear is, oh, but I'm in the film industry, so I have to watch TV. Okay, fine, if it makes you happy and it's your passion, but you should be able to stop it. Like, it shouldn't be your whole life, you know? Like, it's not a bad thing to watch shows, it's not a bad thing to play games, and it's not a bad thing to do things that help your career, but you have to like have boundaries, right? So that's a big part of it. If you can't not do it, that's a problem. Anything can turn into an addiction. Simple hacks for people who are like, well, what about checking the time? Get a watch, bitch. Ask for the time. It'll actually get you out of your, you know, your shell, and you can talk to someone new. What? Think about that. Wow. Say you work all day and you work around technology, that's fine. Just set limits for when you get home and what you do outside of work. Obviously, if you need to be at your email for your job, like, don't not do that, don't get fired, but, you know, be smart about this. Common sense, maybe, a little bit. Meditate, be mindful, enjoy your surroundings. You're not zoning out into a screen, you're not hurting your eyes. Get some sleep, relax, realize that the world isn't all fast-paced, like ding ding ding, text, ding ding ding, tweet, ding ding ding, oh cool, new post, look at that baby, so cute. I hate it. There's information everywhere, but you don't really need it. That we're also different, and we gotta figure out like what works for us. Treat yourself. It's crazy how much we ignore ourselves. We buy all these gadgets and technology and stuff, and we always want to keep up to date on it, but we don't maintain our bodies. Like, we don't do things for us. So make sure that you have some kind of balance. Make sure that you're focusing on your other needs too. It's crazy how much it can just absorb you. Anyway, I hope this was somewhat useful for you. Please subscribe to my channel. And don't forget to comment. Let me know if you have any tips. Have you ever tried this? Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? How do you use technology? How important is it to you? Like my video.